Alright, so this is a part of the Waccamaw River. This is a boat launch. You can totally tell, like it's underwater. It's not as high as I think it would be, but obviously to get to the dock there, you would get it in the water. I guess the news was saying that somebody in the area had an alligator cross the street to get in the water. So I guarantee you, stuff like that's out. Also too, I think one news agency was recording there was a water moccasin behind them. But there's like a lot of fake news. It's like I saw this clip like in the last video I talked about where this news looked like it was really scripted, and there was this like news reporter acting like the winds was really dangerous, and then there's people walking behind him like normal, and he's pulling a whole act, and that you know, I just, that kind of upsets me. You know, the news should be there giving real news, real facts of what's going on when there's a disaster, not playing like it's some show to look like something's more dangerous or worse, because it's like it's crying wolf when there's an actual storm. I mean, state the facts, be real when it's a disaster. Don't try to get ratings by doing fake news and stuff. It upsets me with the news when they do stuff like that. I mean, it's just a total act, upsets me. But anyways, enough about that. If you're new to the channel, I'm Beowulf, and it's day after the hurricanes. It's still a tropical storm, so there's still stuff here. What I'm going to try to go do today, if I don't get roadblocked and whatnot, is I'm going to go to this one marina where I always launch the jet ski. That's where I'm first heading. And then I'm going to make way to Myrtle Beach. I'm going to make way to my store and see how far it's underwater. I saw a picture yesterday. I know the news didn't cover it, but I saw a picture where Myrtle Beach was underwater, under siege. I could guarantee in some areas it is, but I don't know if it's still sitting like that. So I'd like to just go assess the damage, show you kind of what's going on right after a hurricane hit. You can tell the roads, like it's some stuff, you know, there's not a lot on the road. I know I got a neighbor who works for the county building inspector. He goes to work tomorrow assessing the damage for the county. Lucky is that my power has been on. I've not lost power. It's gone on and off, but it's stayed on. There's parts of like North Myrtle Beach, they're without power, and they've been without power yesterday. So they've been like over like 24 hours without electricity. I've been very lucky that I have power. So let's get it going, start looking around, just see what all happened. I mean, I would have thought with all the rain we got, the Waccamaw River would have been a little bit higher, because they're talking about this aerial flooding. I mean, it's typical what I would think with the rain that came down, what it would look like. So everything's still closed, which is kind of upsetting, because like, I want a real meal. I got canned food, and I bought a bunch of steaks, cooked the last steak. That would have been on Thursday, day before the hurricane hit, and I'm eating like canned food and all that, which is no problem, no complaints. But it's like they have like a meal, and I don't think anything's open. And then there's like this mandatory curfew at 7 o'clock too, so it's 5:23. I'm just trying to get some stuff filmed before whatever happens. I keep on getting alerts, like even that path, it's like saying something. So hopefully I'm not caught anything. You got to worry about that other part right there. So I'll be back before that hits. So I'm just trying to scope out. I know like most of North Myrtle Beach and southern part of North Carolina, they're under a tornado watch. So I don't want to be out driving around when there's like potential tornadoes and whatnot. But so far the roads, I mean, they're not that flooded, which I'm really shocked. But see, like look at that food line, they're all boarded up. You can't get into there. There's no food, so let's see if we find anything. Hey, if I find a place, a restaurant open, man, I'll get a bite to eat. Nice warm meal. Alright, so this is a downtown Conway marina. This is where I usually launch from. Just scoping out to see what's all going on down here, like how deep's the water. There's not a lot of, well no, there's a fair amount of boats here, big boats. They said this would be really flooded, so I'm just checking to see how flooded it is. Yeah, see, it's not that flooded. I see that sign is, I mean, it's, let me turn on the wipers. Maybe it won't give you guys like tunnel vision. Yeah, it's like, It's not as high as I thought it would be, is what they were saying. I mean, I thought all this would be flooded, so. Well, we know this is all right. Now, I think a lot of the flooding wasn't as bad on the Waccamaw River in downtown Conway Marina. It's because they drained this Lake Budsby. Now, this Lake Budsby, I've seen alligators on here like over like almost upwards of 15 feet long. I see this must be flooded. It's down to one lane. Yeah, it looks like there's standing water on the road here. But I think if this wasn't drained, I think they would have had really bad flooding here. Really bad. That car looks like it's just stuck there. There's standing water in the road. Just take it easy, you should be alright. Alright, getting ready to cross the waterway. There's a lot of water on this. Let's see what this looks like. I don't even think they got somebody working if this bridge had to open if a boat came through. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's. There's a sailboat tied up right there. I don't know. Oh, you know, the other place we should go take a look at is there was this house originally I was going to buy before I got the house I live in now, and I was like, this had its own private boat launch to get in the waterway. This house, I was like dead set on buying this home, and we found, or I think my mother pulled up finding down the street this one house was for sale farther away from the waterway where this neighborhood I want to go, and this house was like 8 feet underwater, 5, 6, you know, something. It was up pretty high, and then the realtor that was listing the property admitted that that house was like 8, 9 feet underwater the last hurricane, and I knew right then and there. I was like, well, at the time I was like, well, you get flood insurance, who cares, you know, like, because you think like, oh, a hurricane won't happen that much, knowing what just happened, and luckily, you know, cross the fingers and nothing bad really happened. But in North Carolina it's terrible. But like if I had a house like that and we go like 9 feet underwater, oh my gosh, that'd be terrible. So let's cruise through that neighborhood, because I know how to get to that house. I won't give out the address or anything, but I'll cruise through that neighborhood and we'll see how flooded it is, because I was always really curious about not getting that house. I'm totally happy, like the house I live in now, a lot better than the other one, because you know, who cares about a private boat launch? They had no dock to tie up anyways, and in the long run it probably would have been a big pain in the butt to put the jet skis in, but I would have been just like, I was 2 houses down and you would have been in the water, which would be cool, but it wouldn't be cool when a hurricane comes. So that all worked out, you know. Let's go find this house. We'll see how flooded it is.
Overspeed.
Alright, I think I gotta try to remember what house it was. I think it was that house? That house. And then see, that was like 6, 9 feet underwater. And then see, they had their own private boat launch here. I won't stay long here because this is, but this would have been cool having like this axis and stuff. But look at that, that's pretty flooded. That's like a sketchy boat launch, wouldn't it? But look at how you see that, how high it's been up. See, it already shows how high the water, that meter thing, shows how high it is. That house is pretty badass right there. I remember seeing that. Yeah, that has to be the house right there, straight ahead. And it would never fit everything in there, but it's crazy how high this house was underwater. And obviously somebody bought the house, they're running a generator, so all this neighborhood is without power. Oh, and the other thing crazy is, if you ever watch my past videos, I don't really film a lot outside my house, but I got like a 3-car garage, a really nice house, right? That house we just saw was like a lot more money than the house I live in right now, which is like unbelievable, because I have like an ultimate house. No flooding, power works, 3-car garage, and my property taxes are less. And there, that house was like, it had to be like $80,000, $90,000 more than what I paid for my house, which is like, before I was all obsessed to being right by the boat launch, and when I look at that house, I was like, I don't even know what I was thinking being so obsessed with that house. It wasn't that great of a house. I think the house I live in now is just awesome. Up high, no flooding, ultimate. All right, so now we're at the Market Common. This is where my store is located at. Doesn't look like it flooded a lot here. Doesn't even look like it flooded at all. I don't know, being like, you know, the thing hit yesterday. I mean, who knows if it drained out or what it is, but it looks like the power is out in this area.
Overspeed.
I don't know. I gotta run in the store real quick, just see if there is any water damage or whatnot. But it's crazy, there's like nobody here. Nobody. It feels like this feels like something out of like I know a disaster hit, but I mean it feels like something out like a scary movie. Like I'm in an area where like something's gonna pop out and kill me or something. I don't know. But like you get here and there's cars, so let's check this thing out and see how the store's doing. Alright, so it looks like there's no damage here. Lucky. Very lucky on that. All I know right now is there's no power. Power's off here. But everything else looks fine. I can't believe it. Really shocking. Well, that's good. Alright, I think I saw a National Guard. A Humvee just went by. Let's see if we can catch up to the National Guard. I don't know if you guys can see. It looks like the National Guard. We're almost up to them. Hey, look, they got the Waffle House open. Yeah, there's no license plate on that, so it has to be National Guard. I've been looking for them and I found them. Man, it's been hard to find National Guard on patrol. That's what I should buy. What do you guys think? Because I'm thinking about selling the Jeep. Should I get like an H1 Hummer? Well, maybe I should just get the H1 Hummer and not sell the Jeep. I tell you, I want one of those. Or I was thinking like a Ford Raptor, a new one, or like a Ram 2500, new one, lift it, do stuff. I don't know, with all this flooding stuff, I just don't know if this little Jeep SRT, even after I lowered it, it's gonna cut living out here. I don't know. I was thinking to myself, like you get one of those deuce and a half, and they got one that has like a mobile command center in the back you could make, and I could throw the dogs in there and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know, something like that. I'm just trying to figure out what would be the ideal for this. Put the comments down below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think, so like, here's the options. Should I try to keep the Jeep SRT, but buy like a old school, like, military Hummer H1 enclosed, not with that one where I had the canopy stuff, because I got my dogs and stuff. Should I buy one of those? Should I get a brand new Raptor? Should I get a Ram 2500? Not all these, just gotta pick one. Ram 2500 lifted, do a bunch of stuff to it. Diesel, I get diesel with that. Or a deuce and a half. And go look up what a deuce and a half is. It's all military, big old giant cargo shipping type of thing. And you get there's ones that have like they're not like where you can put troops. It's like a command center type thing. And I can put a bunch of stuff in there. And I think those have like generators and all this cool stuff. But what do you comment at the bottom? What do you guys think? What should I do? Now, if I got like the Ram 2500 or a Raptor, I wouldn't keep the Jeep. But if I got those two other ones, I would keep the Jeep still. So comment at the bottom. What do you guys think? What do you think of my options? What do you think is the best to do for this? But look at this. It's like a ghost town here. I'm just trying to figure out how to get to the beach. I got to turn around because I think I'm already at the. Well, here, look at. We can go check what's going on at the beach. Holy cow! Look at the swells out there. My gosh. Look at the last video when I came out here before the hurricane hit. And because the hurricane was pulling the water outwards. But you could even tell the wind. Oh, it's hard to see, but look at right there. You can see the wind with the water in the front of the car. I don't know if you guys can see it. But man, whoa. That'd be scary being out there in a jet ski. I'm not getting out and walking over there. I can already feel how windy it is. But you see how much is blowing. Look at that. Oh, I can feel the vehicle shaking too. Now, what is told the rule is with this right now with this storm, the DNR has claimed that the waterway and all this is closed until the military and DNR check everything out, like they're patrolling it, which is weird because I could have launched it where I normally launch at. There was nobody there telling you you couldn't launch. So we'll see what the weather's like tomorrow. I know there's a chance of debris, and I don't want to wreck one of my jet skis. We'll see what the weather's like tomorrow. Let's try to get the jet ski on the water like Sunday, Monday. Maybe launch from the ocean, or launch and see what the waterway's like. I mean, it doesn't look that flooded, and it didn't look like a lot of debris in there. So look at that guy had fuel jugs on the top of his roof. That's like real safe. That was like really dumb. Like, I don't even think they were like strapped down. So here we are. Let's see what the strip looks like. You know, it looks a lot different than the last time I was here, I can tell you that. It doesn't look like a lot of people. No vacancy. Where, they got every room taken? Probably closed. Man, you can tell, like, it's not that, it's still like, I don't know, they're calling it a tropical storm or whatever now. This is like kind of the end path of it. You can see right there, because they're showing the path of where it went. I'm not really sure where it is. Well, we're still in it. That's the crazy thing. The hurricane or tropical storm, what they call it now, is still here. So that's why it's feeling a little bit rougher. It's like the tail end. This is the more like sketchier part. This is like the end that was really pounding North Carolina real hard, and you can feel it. I feel the wind picking up being here, and it's just weird. It's just like, if this Audi wasn't in front of us, it would be a whole different realm of people here. What's this? I just want to say all tide, rip tide, something tide. Let's see, maybe this will get a better spot looking at the ocean. There's a car already sitting there. Let's take a look at this. Oh, this is like where you could access going out into this. Let's check this thing out. Oh, that's so crazy. Look at that. What do you guys think? Should I drive on the beach? Holy, this is crazy. Let's back her up. Well, it looks like one of these hotels got flooded. They got some fire and water rescue thing. But look at this thing. The awning just got destroyed. Man, pulled the thing right off. So I wonder if they did get a lot of water in here and it just washed away. Because I got this photo somebody sent me, and this was like underwater. That's so crazy. There's nobody here. Now if you watch my last, or a couple of past videos when I came here the day before the hurricane hit, and look at this thing. It's just totally different than before. And if you haven't seen my last video too, so see this Ferris wheel? They took all the cabs. I don't know if that's what you call it. What the heck is this guy? Oh my god. I gotta edit that guy. He's like, clothes are falling off almost. What a creepo. Man, I'll just leave him in. That's just like what kind of weirdo is. It's like, it looks like a zombie. And look at that whole thing. It's like all pulled off. I was shocked here is that there's no like police or anything around. It'd be kind of scary if you lived down this way. Alright, let's get off of this road. But definitely the storm has picked up a lot more since I've been out. Just so you guys know too, is the storm has not 100% left. I've probably already said this, but it's still a tropical storm now. These storms are about like a hurricane, tropical. Well, tropical storm is just a few miles per hour under Category 1 hurricane. Now these things are about like, look at that, China King, they're open. So these like hurricanes are over like 300 miles wide. So like, I don't think it's fully gonna be like gone to like Monday. Today's Sunday. Oh wait, no. Today's Saturday. Yeah, today's Saturday. Oh, I don't even know what day it is. It's just, this is, my whole weekend's just like, that's why I had to get out of the house, go explore, man. It's just like, getting cabin fever. But it's not like safe being out there. I would highly recommend when there's like a tropical storm, hurricane, you shouldn't be driving around exploring. I just want to get some news coverage of what's all going on. People are asking, I'm safe. And it doesn't look as bad as it's made out to be, I guess. I don't know. I don't see a lot of downed trees unless they pick them up real quick, which is good. Now let's hopefully find some place to eat. Man, I wish I knew that Chinese would be kind of good right now, but also too they have the power down. I see the road's flooded here. Gotta be real careful. Whoa, whoa. Water on these roads. Here's a good high view of the waterway. Looks like there's something on the water. That's a high view. Alright, time to get some warm food at the Waffle House. Yeehaw! Ended up not eating there because they had like an emergency menu and it was like, I don't know, not anything that was really like worth eating there. Food that they normally don't serve. It's very weird. And there's another National Guard. They got like a generator thing back there. Those kind of replace the old school deuce and a half. I don't know what they're called, and if anybody knows, please comment at the bottom. What are those vehicles called? Because I think they look pretty badass. May not a deuce and a half. Maybe it's something newer, like one of those. But it has to be a command center in the back.